Today I'll be showing you how to design ATM card with Glassmorphism. So the first thing I'm gonna do is to draw out an artboard. So that's my artboard. So I'll grab my Eclipse tool to draw a circle. And I'm going to duplicate by holding down Ctrl D on my keyboard. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make sure it's aligned, as you can see. So I'm going to do the same thing by holding down Ctrl D. I'm going to try to align that. So I think that's perfect. So I'm going to change the fill color by going to the fill. So I'll give this a yellow color. I'll give this red. I'll give this, let's say, purple. I'll give this. So the artboard, I'm going to give it a blue color. So I'm going to select the circles. So first of all, I'm going to reduce the opacity. So as you can see, the opacity here to 80. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to group them. So after doing this, what I'm going to do next is to go to the rectangle tool and draw out a rectangle. So as you can see, I will go to my selection tool and then I'll go to background blur. So as you can see, that looks nice. So I'm going to increase the amount of blur to 50%. So once that is done, another thing I'm going to do is to go to bring the rectangle tool again, and then I'm going to draw another rectangle. So, and I'm going to go to background blur again. So in this case, I'll go to the border radius here, and I'll give it 30. Before I move further, I'm going to draw another rectangle here. So in this case, I'm going to draw the rectangle that covers the half of the previous rectangle. So I'm going to extend it a little bit. I'm going to extend it up. So next thing I'm going to give a fill color by going here and giving a red color. So after that, I'll go to where you find background blur. So I'm going to select object blur. So I'm going to increase the amount of the object blur. So what I'm going to do is that I will bring the first rectangle to the front, and now it is up. Now I'm going to, if you want to undo anything, so you just have to press down Ctrl Z on your keyboard. So I'll select. Alright. So what I'm going to do next is to give the first rectangle, the one on top, I'm going to give it a drop shadow. Also, I will change the border color to white. So I'm going to change the border size here as we say I'll give it 5. So that looks. So the next thing I'm going to do is to increase the border size to 5. See that how that looks. So what I'm going to do is to give this a drop shadow. I'll give it a drop shadow. That looks okay. So after this I'll remove the. Alright, now I'll add the. That's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and bring out my text tool. So I'm going to type out numbers. So 3, 4, 6, 9, 7, 5. I'll keep it there. So the next thing I'm going to do is, so let me just zoom this out. I'll try to duplicate this by holding down Ctrl D on my keyboard. Text tool, then I'm going to change that to that holder name. I'll try to reduce this. So I'm going to align it to the right or to the left, sorry. So I'm going to duplicate that. I'll go to my text tool. I'm going to type 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Go to my text tool. Type 1, 2, 4. So try to center that. So I'm going to select these two here, and then I'm going to change. And that's regular. Okay, I'll change this to bold. So that looks good. So the next thing I'm going to do is to try to make this look a little bit okay. That holder name, bring this a little bit down. Bring this here. Try to center it in this one. So I'm going to go to my ellipse tool to draw a circle. So I'm going to duplicate that by holding down Ctrl D. So this looks okay. So I'm going to give it different shades of color. So yeah, I'll give it a yellow color. Let's give it this. Then yeah, I'll give it a red color. Something like this. So I'll go ahead and remove the border. Also remove border for this. So that looks nice. So I'll take it a little bit. So what I'm going to do is to group this element here. So I'm going to select this select, all these elements, select this. So I'm going to group it. So as you can see, I can move it around. So the next time I'm going to duplicate this activate. So I'll duplicate this element. So I'll go to my 3D. You can see this 3D transform icon. So now that looks okay. So what I'm going to do is to go to prototype. So I'll let artboard 1 to artboard 2. So in this case, I said when triggered or when tapped, you should auto animate, and then to artboard 2. So I'll give it, duration of 2 seconds, and then I'll give it in and out. So I'll do the same thing for artboard 2. So when tap, you should auto animate and do the same thing. But in this case, I'll give it 1 second. So to create that, so here is the preview. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also click on the notification bell for updates. Thanks for your time. See you next time.